Hey boys, what's going on? iJustRengar here, and today I'm coming at you with another video. This is going to be how to counter Xin Zhao. Now, I've had a lot of talk about how to counter Xin Zhao and if he's possible to beat, and this is actually a good game for that because Xin Zhao gets pretty fed, and I'm still able to take him out and kind of neutralize him as a threat, and I'll kind of show you how. So in this game right here, what we're going to do is we're going to invade. The reasons why is because, for one, Rengar is always going to be in good shape invading, which is why I really like to invade with Rengar all the time. And if you look at it, we have an Ezreal as well. And Ezreal typically runs Kleptomancy. This Ez is no different. So if we do invade somewhere and Ez lands a Q, that's 5 gold and perhaps an item that'll give him an advantage in lane. So with that being known, going for an invade is always going to be a really good thing because we know that there's pretty much nothing that can go wrong. We force Triss to start W there. Sadly, Thresh doesn't hook. He just kind of like waits rather than trying to hook. Otherwise, you probably would have forced out her flash because she can't W away. Right here is actually saying, oh, that's my bad. Sorry, guys. But it's no real big deal. So then I come up here. Sadly, I don't get the best leash from Ezreal. Now, in this instance, I'm being a little bit scared because I think that there's a possibility if Xin knows what I'm doing that he can counter jungle me. Sadly, Malphite doesn't ward like I wanted him to. But it's totally fine because, I'll give you a spoiler alert, he doesn't end up coming. So I do the typical level 4 in 3 minutes clear. Sadly, I didn't get the best leash from Ezreal because he was kind of diverted for a bit, so a little bit unlucky there. So I just take this, I'm going to go through my normal clear, and I'm just going to show you what I'm doing in the game. So, first thing that I do, I'm just going for the clear, that way I can be level 4. One thing to note about Xin Zhao, he's mostly going to be able to beat you in a 1v1, okay? So, one thing that you need to do is when you fight him, make sure that you are superior to him in some way. So, in this instance, if I'm level 4 and he's level 3, I obviously have a little bit more armor, a little bit more health, and a little bit more AD than he has. And on top of that, I also have the extra ability point. So with all that being said, if I run into him and I'm level 4 and he's only level 3 from like a typical clear, then I'm going to have the advantage over the Xin Zhao. So I know that if I play it right and I fight against the Xin Zhao while he's level 3 and I'm level 4, there's a possibility that I win. Now, I don't go over here, and I'm not actually sure where the Xin is. Okay, so he's down there. I didn't know where he was. So, I'm not actually sure where the Xin was. He ends up being down there. My bad, I stuttered over my words like crazy. So, wait, did they have vision of me there? Oh, I guess they did. So, I come over here, and I'm like, okay, I wonder if I can counter jungle something. I think that Sion thinks I'm counter jungling, but what I really do is I come up this way, and I saw earlier that he went toward this, so I go over here, and I just go for a quick gank. I'll speed it up a little bit. I come over here. This is actually a good route. If he goes this way, he's pretty much dead no matter what, because of Malphite's chase down. If he goes this way, if he does end up making that flash, then he lives, because it's super hard to follow. If he doesn't, then he dies, and he doesn't end up making it. It's a good risk, though. And I go take that, and I just go and farm. So, after that, we end up getting a kill, and I'm like, okay, all is good. And then bot lane gets ganked, Xin Zhao gets a double kill. Now, I'm assuming that this is many of you guys' worst fears, when a Xin Zhao just gets a double right off the bat. I come back, by the way, I see that this ward has expired, so I come back around to try to gank. He ends up having placed a control ward, so it doesn't work, so I just head back. Now, right now, I don't know where Xin Zhao is. I know that he's probably going to be at his topside jungle, because if you look at his CS, he has 28, which means, and he also took this, which means he had done a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so those camps right there. So with that being in mind, we know exactly which camps he took. We know which camps are going to be up. We know it's these camps. We also know because we saw the Grump was up still. So we know that's probably where he's going to go next. So right now, I would guess he's in topside. I don't actually know. Yep, okay, right there. He's in topside. So we know now that he is in topside, like I predict. So at the same time he's in topside, we're at topside. So now this enables us to be able to counter gank if need be. So I end up heading over here, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can counter jungle a little bit. So I head over here, and then I spot out he's really far pushed up. This guy's low. He's probably going to be ganked. And I see TF disappears from lane. So I'm like, okay, he might roam over. So what I try to do is, and I actually mess up a little bit, I try to scare him off. I don't empowered E rather than empowered Q, because I actually did not expect him to like go through with it. If I had empowered E, I think that he might have died. And that was kind of a misplay by me, because if I had prevented him from getting there, I think that I might have been able to help out. Although he did almost die. He was so close to death because of me. So, and then from here, I'm like, okay, I wonder what I can do. So I just come up this way. come over here. I'm like, I wonder if I can counter jungle something. I walk over there. I reveal both, and there's nothing there. So I'm like, oh, well, rip. So from here, I head over this way. I know that his red's coming up soon. I know that 2 of them were really low, and TF blew his ulti. So I walk over with these guys, and I'm like, okay, come with me. Then from here, we just go over and take this. So now, if Xin Zhao walks up here, he's pretty much dead 100% because he gets ulted from Malzahar, and then he gets, isn't it like a 1.5 second pull? Yeah, 1.5 second. So 2.5 plus 1.5, that's a 4-second stun. What I was hoping here is that they would come over with me. That way they were with me and not going for him. Because if this happens, then it's a 1 versus 3. So if you think about it, I'm literally just going up against him. If they were there, if they were both there, that would have been pretty much a free kill. Sadly, they're not over there. My plan was to come over this way and then like try to do something to fight him. It didn't really work out too well. I should have ran, but the thing is, when I saw that they were going in, I was like, oh, I should just try to help my team as best as I can. Sadly, that was the wrong decision here because we're not able to get the kill, and I end up going down, and we lose 3. So, moral of the story, don't always help your team if you think it's going to be a bad idea. So, at 7 minutes, their Xin Zhao is 3-0-3. Another thing that you guys will probably fear quite a bit if you don't like playing against Xin Zhao. I fear it myself because 3-0-3 is pretty ridiculous, but there are ways to come back from it. So, right here, we see that they're pushing mid. This is just going to be a given. They take us, and they don't have... he doesn't have TP, so it's going to be really, really difficult for him to come back in time. So I end up getting first turret. So now first turret's on Xin Zhao as well. So from here, I know, okay, so at least my farm is doing alright. So I need to continue the thing that I'm doing well. So if I hit gold, he's 1k ahead of me. And he's 700 gold ahead of anybody else. And like 1,500 gold ahead of anybody else on my team that's not me. So here I just start pushing... I just start clearing, and then I'm just looking around. I'm trying to see if I can do anything. Because right now I need to make pressure somewhere where the Xin Zhao isn't. Because if I go to somewhere and Xin Zhao is there, he can match me and he can kill me. So I see that he's bot lane right now. And so I come over here and I just start taking this because I'm like, okay, I don't know if it would be really worth me coming. And then once I see that, I'm like, okay, they might commit for a dive. Because now there's 4 bottom and there's 2 alive. They're in a position where they're strong enough they can dive, so now I start to head down. In just like a 3v3 like that, or a 2v3, which is what it was before people TP'd, if I go down there, I can't really make too much of a difference. But now I start heading down, I'm like, okay, maybe I can do something. So I come over and I ping that I'm going to chill right here. So I come over here, I see him right there. Sadly, he flashes really fast. But I get a nice fadeaway E, and I'm able to take him down. But then I just get taken really low. Keep in mind, what we're doing right now is we're counter ganking. So we're counter-ganking the enemies, so that's the first thing that we're doing. Counter-ganking when we know that it's possible. If it's an impossible counter-gank, I would have just kept farming. But we know it's possible because they're probably going to dive. And if they're diving, I can abuse the turret. So watch this right here. So right here, the turret damages him a little bit. Right now, he has 850 HP. I have 120. So at this point, most people would just want to run away. Sadly, I'm not like most people. And I go in on the 800 health target and kill him. Now... the reason that worked, and you might say that was super stupid, it wasn't. And let me show you why. So he uses his W. So his W runs out. And keep in mind, this is going to keep going. But it's really, like, right now it's at a 5-second cooldown. So I know that his W is gone. And I know that his Q will insta-kill me. So his W is gone, his Q will insta-kill me. But his auto attacks would take 3 hits to kill me. So as soon as he Qs, I move to the side. That way I wouldn't jump and hit them. And then I instantly jump on him. And I do a WEQ combo because that's the fastest combo. It's just more difficult to do correctly because it's harder to time. And I'm able to take him out. So that's like one little kind of slick trick that you could use to kind of get an edge on your opponent. So now I'm 3-1, and I'm still 1k behind, but it evens out a little bit more. So here we're going to be just pushing a little bit, taking this, and then here... we're seeing a bunch of MIAs around bot lane. We're seeing pings around bot lane, so we have to be a little bit worried. I'm just chilling up here right now. I'm like, okay, maybe I can get something from the Scion. And we end up seeing TF go bottom. We see Xin Zhao bottom. So we know that the top side of the map is literally free. I'm chilling right here, though, because I don't want to use my ulti and then run down to him. So, because I know that he's going to walk up. He's a tank. Tanks always walk up for CS. So I see that happening. I jump to the minion because I can't reach him. And then I start going on him. He instantly flashes and ultis away. That's a successful gank, by the way. If he spends his 130-second cooldown ulti and his 300-second long flash, so 2.5 minute and 5 minute ability, that's totally fine. That's a good gank. I see that they're bottom, and then I'm taking this. Right after I take this, I start moving away, and then I'm like, no, he's already got that. So I just head back for this. I ping for help. He doesn't end up coming, but, you know, it's all good. So, now I'm able to secure this Rift Herald. So I go over. Taking Rift is super easy as Rengar, by the way. It's 12 minutes into the game, and I'm decently fed, and I can take it with ease. You can pretty much take it at 10 minutes easily. So I take the Rift Herald, and I just start moving around a little bit. Keep in mind, this is D1 Elo around. There was one Masters in this game, maybe two actually. I'm not sure. I know that Ezreal was Masters. I'm not sure who else. He was like Masters, like 120 LP. So this is a pretty high elo game. So these are issues that you'll find in pretty much every level of play, because if they're happening here, they'll happen everywhere. So right here, ADC split pushing. Like I said, that'll happen in pretty much every elo. And I have a lethality item. I have sudden impact. So when I jump in, I have 38 lethality because of the what's it called? Thing. And I'm able to just one-shot her. The sudden impact. I think that's what... Yeah, sudden impact. So I come on... I'll just show you that one more time without me covering it. I come over here. I run over. And, ooh, able to take her out with ease. So, she goes down, and then from here, boom, I'm 4-1. I'm all the kills on my team. I need to make sure that I'm using my power effectively. So, I end up having a 72% kill participation in this game. So keep in mind, Xin Zhao is 6-1-3, so he's still ahead of me by quite a bit actually, like 700, 800 gold. That's a double longsword. So at this point in time, what's good to note is that Xin Zhao has no armor. Now, another thing that you can do to beat out Xin Zhao when you're playing Rengar at least, and other like assassin-like champions, is remember this. Xin Zhao will have more regular damage than you, like more sustained damage. But Xin Zhao won't have as much burst damage. So if you can catch him in a fight where it's a burst war type of thing, then you can end up winning against him just because of how much more damage you'll deal very quickly. So it doesn't matter if he can deal 1,000 damage per second, if you can deal 1,500 in 0.5 seconds, even if it'll take you like another 5 seconds to do 1,500 again. As long as you can burst them in that first amount of time, then you can take them out. So here, we see that they're top. Again, ungankable situation. We also see that 2 are gone, but we can get this turret, and a turret is kind of worth 2 lives when you're behind. So, especially when you got a kill beforehand. So I flash to here. I want to try to be able to go up on him. Sadly, I'm not able to do that. Well, I am, but he doesn't die from it because I used one of my E's trying to get that, and they end up taking me down. But we do get the turret. We get some damage on this turret. Rift Herald just popping off, giving me some free gold. That's nice. And we're able to kill Scions. So overall, that is a 1 for 2, and we get a turret. So that's not too bad. We did use Rift Herald, but there weren't really too many other opportunities to use Rift Herald that I think would have netted to tower kill, especially considering we got about a little over half of this turret's HP. So overall, that's a pretty positive thing. And Xin Zhao, again, is 1,000 gold ahead of us. So he's ridiculously fed. But again, keep this in mind. He deals more damage, not more burst. Okay? More damage, not more burst. So, here we're going to be able to take this wolf camp. I take that. I just empowered E because I know it's going to be enough to damage it. At this point, I'm like, Malzahar, I think that there's something wrong with your head. You must be, tripping or something. So I come over here. I Q that. I just go and I E over there to hit him. Just get him damaged a little bit. I see him 1,300 HP. 1,300 HP, so we both have the same HP now because of what I did. But he has way higher attack speed. He has 2 fully completed items. I have 2 fully completed items too, but keep in mind, Triforce is really expensive, and he has Boots of Mobility, which are 900. And on top of that, he's got that. So he has, in total, about... He actually, in unspent gold, because of unspent gold, we have pretty much the same exact amount of money in items. But he's a Xin Zhao, and he's really strong. He has challenging smite. But if I go into this bush, he doesn't have vision of me. So when I jump out, although I think that... Did he eventually challenging smite me? I'm not sure if he did. Maybe he didn't. Okay, but either way, I'm still able to just one-shot him. And that's the thing about playing against Xin Zhao and other characters that have a lot of damage. Like ADCs. You wouldn't be able to stand against ADC if you didn't have as much... If you didn't have the burst that you do. But right here, I'm able to see him. I jump to him, and I'm able to take him out. And then right here, I hold my smite to kind of bait him in. That way he stays and doesn't run away. And then I ulti. Now, as Rengar, when you're in this situation, you want to stay back as much as possible. And you want to just wait until the ideal moment to go in. So here, I go in on him. and I get her low enough so she can't do anything. I honestly thought that I had used my empowered Q already, so I didn't think that I had another empowered ability. That's my bad. But I got knocked back. That's why it didn't show. Like me, dude. I'm doing the Michael Phelps right now. But that's why it didn't show. So if I could go back, 3 HP, holy, I would use my empowered W, because I think that would have insta-killed her, right? Oh, no, it wouldn't have insta-killed her, but it would have gotten her low. Oh, yeah, 116, I think that would have killed her. And then from there, I could have killed Sion with the extra 400 HP that I had. So we do end up killing her either way. And Sion, I think, also ends up dying. Yeah, so Sion ends up dying. So it would have been the same result, I just wouldn't have died for it. But either way, it works out and we win the team fight. Now, again, look at how we win the team fight. We win the team fight because Xin Zhao is killed beforehand. They overcommit resources to kill me, and then from there we're able to just kind of snowball that lead into, like, taking the win over them. So here, I'm just going to speed this up until I spawn, and until I actually go and do something. So I'm going to speed this up right now, and again, I'm going for the lethality build. Why am I doing that? No armor there, no armor there, no armor there. There's no reason for me to not be building lethality right now, because lethality versus targets without armor is the best stat. Now look at this. We already know that I can one-shot him. He still doesn't have any armor, and here I'm like, okay, maybe I can go wait over here and then kill him. Now let's look at this from their point of view, actually, for this one. So right here, he's coming over. I just got into this bush. He sees me, so he starts pulling it, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go now. So I run over. I W, and I'm able to just take him down, go over this way, able to jump to him, and I'm able to take him out as well. So that's kind of the power of understanding vision, just watching Dustblade, knowing that you aren't seen. Run into here, you see that the sweeper is activated, and as soon as that shows, you have to go immediately. Now, I one-shot him first because he does the sustain damage. TF is more of a, even though he doesn't really burst that much, he's still more of a bursty champion. So knowing that his burst can't kill me in one combo, I go for the Xin Zhao first. And that's kind of how you figure out target priority. Now here we see 2 mid. We know that Sion is MIA. So I say to myself, okay, this looks like this should be free. So I go over and I take the turret. I'm able to take it super, super easily. So come over here. I see him right there. And so I'm like, okay. I ulti because I know that Tristana's right there. Since she has vision of me, she can just ulti, like, cast ulti on me, and it'll insta-cast and mid-jump. So she's able to juke it out, but I'm able to just quickly get away from that. Almost a Captain Jack. A little late, though. I didn't want to risk it. And I just head back, and my team's able to win that little fight. Now, why? He ulted to go there. Tristana wasted her ulti, and he overchased for me. All these different things, they just keep overchasing for me. And that's what happens when you get ahead. People will overchase for you, and they'll make stupid decisions. So here, able to just pick that up. And I go split push. Now, I don't have my ulti up. Rengar without his ulti is pretty much useless. So I go over, and I take this. I take all these, and I start moving down to take the turret. So here I'm able to take the turret. And I'm able to just keep pushing a little bit. I see him and I'm like, wait, what if he tags me? I might die. So I just use Youmuu's just in case. A little late, but better late than never. Sadly, I don't think he was going to reach me, but it's still not that bad because I'm not really using Youmuu's that often. And right now I have 2,800 gold. So right now I actually probably could back, and it probably would be a good idea. But I'm full HP, and so I'm like, you know, I might as well just keep farming a little bit. I'm still fine. I don't really need to back right now. And as long as you don't die or miss out on opportunities because you didn't back with the amount of gold you had, then it's fine. Although, I probably should have backed right now because that's a lot of gold to have on you. Like, that's so much gold. That's actually ridiculous if you think about it. Because I have so much on me, that's like I have 8k, and Xin Zhao has, actually, with the amount of gold he has spent, I actually am the same gold as him. But, I mean, still, it's a lot of gold to have on you. So right now, head down this way. Sadly, that reveals me, and I know that I'm revealed right now. So I start heading over here. I'm like, okay, maybe I can assassinate somebody over there. And then I see them down there, and I'm like, oh, sweet. I can just run down, help him out. They started going on him. They wasted an ult for him. They overcommitted, and I punished their overcommitment. Keep that in mind. And again, most of this game, we haven't been fighting Xin Zhao, and if we have, we've been fighting him on our own terms. Okay, so keep that in mind. So here, able to just take him out. Again, using... I missed my E because I thought that he was going to keep running, and then he got suppressed. So I just keep that in mind, what we've been doing. And then here, I'm like, oh, I'll just sit right here. And then I'm like, wait, that guy could actually probably kill me. So I just run away. But yeah, we're fighting on our own terms. And we're winning by ourselves. So right now I start heading back because I have 4,200 gold and I only have 600 HP as a melee champion without ulti. So I'm like, I'm probably not going to be too much use here. So I back and I do what any reasonable person would do and accidentally purchase the second Youmuu's and an Edge of Night. And I honestly did not even realize that I did. If they hadn't ended here, that would have been such a bad day. So right here, we'll just watch the final moments of this game. And while we do, I'd like to thank all of you for so much support. Please leave a like or a dislike, depending on what you think, on this video. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and have a wonderful day.